I know part of your program, as you talked about, it's a willingness to fail, but it's failing forward, right?
Right,
Not
right.
failing and going backward and thinking, oh, I've reset. It's failing forward. So speak to us about that concept.
Yes, and that's something I think it took a lot of failing for me to really get to look at that as how do I fail forward? Like you said, that's exactly the right approach because I think at least I did early on. I felt like I had to, I've got a law degree now. I've got to know it all. I can't make a mistake, and of course that's just unrealistic. And I talk about that a lot as a leader of even at Baker Donaldson. That I'm going to make mistakes. I want feedback and I give people the license, call me out on it so I can learn. And again, it's hard because you think, I know this is the right step to take. And then it does fall on deaf ears or it doesn't work for whatever reason. I didn't think about it. So I get the feedback and learn from it and then admit that you've made the mistake in the case of I've made a mistake and then relaunch with a different approach. So, and I think it's a basic concept that it's so hard because we think we have to get it all right. And we think the repercussions of failing means that I'm going to lose my job or I'm going to lose somebody's respect. And I found that it's as long as you're honest and open to thinking about it and talking about it and learning from it, I think that actually builds respect a little bit. That individuals know that you will listen to feedback and just acknowledge it. So it's not just people talking about it. Well, boy, that was a wild fail. It's more like, okay, well, he understood that. So, and I think it's just trying to build that into folks. I mean, I know entrepreneurs talk about all the time about they want to fail a lot so that then they can learn and get to the end game. I mean, I think most of us aren't wired that way. I know I'm not.
Yeah.
Failing isn't easy. I know I could, there's some resources out there that say you should be high-fiving. And I mean, I'm just not quite to that point, but I recognize that it's a way to learn and get better. And that's what I'm trying to do. So.
Yeah. And there is from my experience anyway, and that's all I can ever speak from is like
Right.
what comes from inside me. It was like a growth process almost, which I think goes to learning leadership skills.